Welcome back to the West Indies versus Australian Test review. For days 2 and 3. Apologies about missing day two. Honestly, just was lazy. No other way of putting it. Had other stuff to do on Saturday. Um, I'll start by looking at West Indies batting innings. Yeah, gosh. Congratulations on 100 Test, Craig Braithwaite. But I think I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I think it's about 20 too many. West Indies genuinely need to find someone else at the top. He just does not look like finding a run at the moment. It's a shame because as I've mentioned the last test to recap, I really like him as a player, but I don't know. There just has to be someone else. I remember Tajer Nareen Chanderpaul looked all right. I know he's on opener, but Alik Athanase I thought looked pretty good when he came out to Australia. Yeah, I'm sure there'll be someone else, and in my opinion, you just got to give him a go. John Campbell could be the most frustrating cricketer I think you've ever seen. Some of the shot selection, he's better than I thought he was. I'll give him credit for that. I thought he looked pretty good in the first innings anyway. Just went out playing some really bad shot selection, and nothing else has really changed here. Um, Casey Carty went out on a beautiful dismissal from quarter ball from Pat Cummins. Just athleticism. Agree with what the grade cricketer said there. And oh god, this one proved me wrong here. Brandon King is at least here looked pretty good. Looked like a far better batter than I thought I saw in the first innings. I thought in the first game, I generally just thought he was complete rubbish, but no. Obviously, I didn't watch ball by ball, so and the West Indies often don't show chances. The West Indies cricket highlights don't show chances for their team, but yeah, it seems to be like that's fast. Like that's three sixes. That seems like he puts a lot of pressure back on us. Good on him. Um, Roston Chase dilemma just continues to exist. I don't, I don't think I've made this very clear. If he's not batting 8 through 11, he shouldn't be in the side. I know he's a captain, but even if maybe he's a makeshift opener, he's not good enough to be a pure batter in this team or pure bowler really. And I think with their team selection right now, you could actually just drop Phillip. That's a strong possibility. But overall, yeah, I'm not. I just don't like it. I don't know what else to say. He's just not that good at bowling, not that good at batting. So far, has showed me that he's not that good at fielding. What does he offer? Being honest, Shea Hope standard again. I heard rumours that it's talking about getting Tevin Imlach in. Honestly, I just know the name. Don't know a single thing about him, and maybe so you can just focus on keeping. So I mean, he's not an okay keeper. Wouldn't say he's amazing. So maybe that's not a bad idea. But in saying that, I don't want him to pick Tevin Imlach who just average 10 in Test cricket. Uh, Justin Greaves out pretty cheaply, but he was all right last time. And stocks down, the tail wagged. I will say this: I started watching, I think around Seals and Phillip again when I got up. I do not get the Anderson Phillips selection right now. Their bowling attack is good. They have five quicks that are decent. Like they've got three genuine, like ignoring him, they've got three genuine front line quicks and Greaves who's more than handy. I get maybe they want to keep bowlers fresh and all that. I personally don't care. I don't see why you'd be picking Phillip over a bat when your batting is weak, particularly when you have Roston Chase at five, Craig Braithwaite opening. This is just not good enough. Um, I don't know what to say. I think it's rubbish team selection. You don't need it. Um, and I thought that feeling before day three as well. We can go over that more then. But yeah, anyway. As for the bowlers, Mitch Stark, I don't think I just don't think he's looking as good as we'd like him to at the moment. He's had things. We have a day night test coming up, and that's where he specialises in. But he's not averaging. He's only averaging about 30 this series, and a pretty bowler heavy series. These both Hazelwood and Cummins have done a lot better than him. But then Hazelwood's also at the risk of his body. I don't. I don't know. I feel like we've got to rotate our bowlers more, like we have Scott Boland, and to be honest, we have more than that. It's a bit narrow-minded to not rest players in certain games just because they're the frontline three. But in reality, Scott Boland could very well be a better bowler than Mitch Stark. Not better so much in the Australian team setup because Stark provides a point of difference. But yeah, like I do think often if Stark isn't destroying him with the new ball, he leaves a bit to be desired. Um, Hazelwood, Cummins, good again. They just hit spots. And to be fair, I think Stark is bowling better than he used to. I'm just saying that I think we should bowl or rotate more. Um, yeah, those two good. Bo Webster again, just economical. He's a nice fall for the bowlers here. He just hits spots. That's all I'm gonna say. He just hits spots. Travis Head could be the best part timer in world cricket. There's no other way of putting it. And Nathan Lyon's okay. I don't would like to see how he does against a better bowling attack. I wouldn't. I think that. I mean, he's still good enough for that team. What am I talking about? He's a better bowler than Rockatrolli and Kuhneman. Rockatrolli would be, in my opinion, the one that would give him the most run for his money, but he's fine still. Okay, the bowling attack. So Cam, let's just start with the top two. Um, if there's not a genuine bat off for these two positions, particularly Usman Khawaja, I don't understand how no one's talking about his spot. He's old. I've got nothing else to say. I will be making a video at the end of the series about how we need to approach this. Um, but basically, it will be a shield runs off basically for any person batting on two, and I guess three as well. I wouldn't call Cam Green completely safe, but this whole series I've actually liked the look of him, to be honest. Even when he hasn't been making runs, I find, yeah, he's been nicking outside off. Most players do. It's not a weakness. Most players nick off there. I mean, some more than others, but I was really, I didn't. Unfortunately, I only watched his night before innings. I didn't see, besides highlights, his actual innings, and it looks like he didn't really get a cross outside off something. Not as bad as Constance. Constance's dismissal was actually like stuff that they should teach you in under tens, where you have to get across more to the line of the ball, not step forward to wide ones. Um, Not step straight forward and just trying to flash your bat at it. It's not getting in behind it. You're not really going through the ball. I mean, what do I know? I'm just an armchair critic at the end of the day, but I would be surprised. I mean, obviously, we should play the next match, but I would be surprised if Constance is playing first ball of the Ashes. Same with Kawaja, but more so Constance. Nathan Lyon, it's funny. I feel like he should be a better bat than he is. As dumb as it sounds, I actually think he's got a few decent shots on him, and it's a bit surprising that, in my opinion, he hasn't done. I don't know. I feel like he should be averaging like in the 15s or 20s. Like it's just two good shots really. But anyway, um, Steve Smith. So I'll be first say the second time I've been wrong was that saying we should pick Inglis ahead of him. If we didn't pick Smith here, we would probably be losing this Test match. Um, I was think my logic behind that was that Inglis, we should might as well give him a crack, see what he can do. But when we think about it, Steve Smith has Ashes on four on lock. So if Steve Smith's fit, then why do we need to play Inglis there? Because with the World Test cycle, and particularly I think Australia has a pretty hard World Test cycle this time around, um, you can't be dropping Test matches against the weaker sides. And I think that, yeah, if there's no spot at number four come the Ashes, then why should Inglis have been playing? And that's what I probably didn't think about heavy enough. I was too in the mindset of we have to try new players. In saying that, Mana should play ahead of Usman in the last match. Fuck, I'm sick of Usman. I can't lie. Can't field as well. Travis Head was looking okay, and then I was watching it. Why can't I remember this? I think he chopped it back on. Bo Webster, unfortunately, hasn't chipped in here, but whatever. I'm pretty sure his spot's safe now. Well, I hope it is. Carey, again, looking good and Cummins there. As for the bowlers, yeah, this is what I mean. Jaden Seals is so good with that new ball, and he swings it so much. Shamar Joseph, I mean, for how much longer he's in the team, is very quick, very skiddy, attacks hard. Azari's quick, tall, bouncy. I mean, Roston Chase just sucks. I've got no other way of saying it. Like, anyway, if he's not opening the batting, he shouldn't be in the team. And Justin Greaves is a good medium pacer, reminds me a lot of Jason Holder. But, like, that's what I mean. Where is a spot for Anderson Phillip? Jamel Warrican should be in this team. It's not right that he's not. It doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, but that's the match. I mean, from here, you'd think Australia win. kind of hope the Windies do, which is a bad fan of me. Or at least I hope the Windies are competitive. I would love to see more from their batting. And we'll have to see the bowlers put to the pressure a little bit. As for this, I only just realised it was on today. Completely forgot. So I've only been paying attention lately. But good to see Liam Scott and Renshaw getting in the runs. But Jesus Christ, that's a good strike rate. Um, yeah, I'm really sad about Campbell Callaway struggling to fire here. Um, Want to see these three again, but yeah, that is fast from Renshaw. Would love to see him opening the batting legs. He won't be batting at this in the test matches. As for the bowling, again, it's hard to look into the runs on this pitch because, like, look at this. Four part-time bowlers all having great success with their economy rates, way better than the regular bowlers. So it's probably pretty spin friendly. But the runs here are, I don't know, how do you value them? Like, I think scoring runs is a good indication that you should be looked to in the Shield season, but you shouldn't be selecting the team based on what's happening here. But it's still good experience for all the players, regardless. As for this match, what the fuck's going on with Shub and Gill? How do you like? Obviously, it's very different batting in Australia to England, but the form he's in is phenomenal. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. England need 536 to win. It's funny, anytime Harry Brooks out there still, you always feel they're in with a chance, but I think from here, England can't win. They can draw. I do not think they can win from here. But yeah, I mean, England can't win. I'm going to go out and say it. If England manage to chase this 536 in one day, what? That's like 5 and over, basically. No, 6 and over. No, what is it? It's what? So 5 times 90 is about 450. Yep, 6 and over. Yeah, they can't win that from here. Anyway, that's the wrap from me. I hope you enjoyed. I might eventually start putting more effort into these.